Hello everyone, this is Nicole Johnson-Starr with the PTSD Retreat Radio Talk Show. Tonight is our normal hangout time, Kevin and I. Kevin Lake is the author of Off Switch. He's also a former Army soldier who served overseas, as you've heard. If you'd like to know more about him, you can actually go back to the other broadcasts that have been done with him. I suggest you go to YouTube, where we've actually posted a lot of that information along with photographs from his life and time overseas. You can go to the YouTube channel, The PTSD Retreat, and you'll be able to find that stuff there. But tonight, it's going to be just hanging out with Kevin and I. Every Tuesday night, it'll be just hanging out. And we actually open this night up to individuals that they'd like to call in or, just connect, via Skype, etc. The Skype is The PTSD Retreat, no spaces, all lowercase. Again, it is The PTSD Retreat, no spaces, all lowercase letters, and that's the Skype page. And you can also call in at 801-580-1976. Again, that's 801-580-1976. Now, right now, I am actually just waiting for Kevin. He is connecting from the Philippines, as I think I said earlier. So just bear with him. He is on his way. Sometimes, getting through from there to here, especially if they've got weather there. I haven't checked in on the weather in the Philippines today. But when they've got weather, it does affect our transmissions. So how, I'm going to ask you guys, if you guys are out there listening right now and are listening to this live, this is a live broadcast, by the way, every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a live broadcast from actually today forward. So for those of you guys that didn't know, probably none of you guys knew, but for those of you who didn't know, if you join us every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Spreaker.com, the PTSD Retreat Radio Talk Show, you will actually hear this live. And there's no editing. We've decided that from this point forward, like we started this, I think, 2 shows back, that we will just not be editing anything anymore. Now, I will say this. These segments are only 30 minutes long. But if you go to YouTube, not only will you hear all the segments put together in one video, you'll also get to hear the unedited, uncut version where there's all the in-between segment conversations. And some of those, I will warn you, are pretty graphic. So far, none of them have been in the world that children can't hear. I'm pretty tough about that. But when I say graphic, there's no holds barred. Anything's open. And our conversations go all over the place. And we enjoy it. And there's a lot of laughter. The best therapy there is, because it's absolutely free. And laughter is great for the soul. But just so you guys know, coming up this year, we are actually going to be doing something totally new. We will be adding in series this year. We actually have a kid that's just joined the military. He's going into the Army now. We'll be following his career as he goes through basic training, AIT or tech school, which is the first training school that he's going through since he's joined the Army. He's also going to, as he goes through his military career, at least his first term. And there's actually possibly another one that's looking into joining the military, so we'll see what he has to say. But this guy's name is Kyle. And he is a great guy from Waldorf, Maryland. And he's got his fiancée, so he's going into the military from a totally different perspective than I went in. I went in straight out of high school. This guy has been out on his own for a while. He's been working over at the Texas Roadhouse in La Plata, Maryland. And guy's an amazing guy. Now, first off, all the staff at Texas Roadhouse, La Plata, Maryland, are excellent. They've always got great attitudes, great sense of humor and so forth. I always love chit-chatting with them. But Kyle has become kind of one of my favorites. He's joining the military. Hello. But we'll be following him as he goes through his military career, at least his first term. We'll be talking with his fiancée as well and getting her side, because she's never been around military ever in her life. She doesn't know about traveling. She doesn't know about, he's going active duty, so he will be moving every, so often. And she's never done that. She's never went away from home. She's never been overseas. So this is going to be a whole new experience for her as she becomes a military spouse. And if any of you guys that are listening that are military spouses, you guys know that is a huge, huge adjustment. So we'll be following those two. We'll also be having a series with doctors from all over the world. We've got Russia has committed, Israel has committed. I think there's one doctor out of Lebanon, and another that is still thinking about it out of Afghanistan. He's a little concerned, so we're going to wait and see what he has to say. But we've got doctors from everywhere, just to give you a few, that are coming to do this series with us, and they'll be talking from a standpoint of what they've been doing in their countries to beat the symptoms of PTSD. For example, Israel, they have actually had a system that's been running for decades that works. There's no stigma about PTSD. PTSD is considered a routine issue. Anytime there is any type of bullet shot or anything, any trauma, any bomb, anything, they automatically go into their treatment and they know how to process it. And their system is working. It is working. So we'll have statistics and everything else along with other countries' systems that are working for them, as well as the UN, if I can get them to say yes. So that's another series that's coming up. But you need to sign up because these are going to be limited, because they are going to be webinars, which means you will actually be able to log in and participate. And so please go to the webpage, www.theptsdretreat.org. Again, that is www.theptsdretreat.org, and go to the contact page and give me your information. Let me know this is, hey, you want to know about the series and you want to be updated about when these things are happening so you can be a part of it. First come, first serve on those, and when we reach our max, you'll be receiving emails back saying, hey, I'll let you guys know about the next one. But please sign up now. The sooner you get in it, the more you're going to get, find out. And we also have a couple surprises that are coming up this year as far as the website is concerned in the members only area. So there'll be private webinars that'll be strictly for individuals, so they can actually do online group. Yeah, I can't tell you guys anymore because I'm going to start giving out secrets. So you guys get to sign up, give me your information, and let me know where you're at so we can actually get that stuff out to you. All we need is your name, your email address, and I believe phone number. I'm not sure if the phone number's on there, but there's definitely a message section that's open for you to write whatever it is you want to write, including if you just want to put comments or questions that you'd like answered. So please use that again. That's www.theptsdretreat.org. And I look forward to that. Now, I'm still waiting for Kevin. He should be on here at any time. He's really, really good about it. And matter of fact, I just got a message from him. He is turning on his Skype and calling in right now. So, hey, Kevin's on his way in. So we can all give him crap for being late, because the military, if you're on time, you're late. At least with the Army. You got to be 15 minutes early to be on time considered. So, Kevin has just shined on, so we're going to go ahead and give him a quick call and say hi. So he should be coming in any second.
Hello?
Kevin! Hello!
Hello, how are you, Nicole?
I am so excellent and getting better. Hold on a second, I'm going to get that video going because I actually enjoy seeing you.
Okay.
So, hi! We're already on the air. Just to give you a heads up, we started about 11 minutes ago. I told them I was going to give you crap for being late because, as you know, with the Army, you're late if you're on time. And as far as, the Asian time, you're actually really on time.
Well, I'm 13 hours early.
See? There you go. Oh, that's right, because that's right. You're ahead of me.
Yes, 13 hours ahead.
So, hi, welcome back. How was the holidays? By the way, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, Nicole.
So,
and everybody listening.
Yeah, how was the holidays?
Well, they were really nice. This was my second holiday season to spend in the Philippines, and so I had a little less culture shock this year than last year, and I've gained a little bit more of an appreciation for how they do things here. One of the differences is, they're in the States and in most of the West, I think, we put our Christmas trees in our houses, of course, in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
In the Philippines, they put their Christmas trees outside the house, on their porches, underneath some sort of shelter to protect it from the rain, to share the joy of the season with everybody on the outside of the world, not just the people on the inside of the world. And there was a bit of a challenge for me at both Christmas and New Year's. They go crazy with fireworks like we do on the 4th of July. So I really had to, pray, breathe deeply, and remember they were fireworks, not mortars. But I got through it. And it was an enjoyable season. I put a lot of pictures up on my author's page. You can go on Facebook and look up Kevin E. Lake, find my author's page, and you can see pictures of me and my family celebrating New Year's, a lot of the different foods we eat here in this part of Southeast Asia.
Oh, rub it in. Rub it in, rub it in. I miss that good food. I have to tell you, I haven't had some good Filipino food since February. That's how good it is. Yeah. I haven't had it since February of this year. I remember exactly when I had it. February 17th. Last year? February of 2012 in Atlanta, Georgia. I miss that food. Very, very good.
I love it. I mean, it'll blow your heart up. So much of it's fried in oil, and it's very fatty. It's terrible. I've got high cholesterol anyway, so I've got to be careful. But it's good.
Well, I'll put it this way. I wouldn't mind having some right now. So I will look forward to looking at those pictures, and I'll encourage everyone else, if you have not tried good food from the Philippines, I'm telling you, you're missing out on a great treat. So
Nicole, I can see that you're setting in the dark there.
I'm actually not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's something going on with my camera, and I don't know what it is.
Well, I was going to say, I see the light. Okay, well, I'm hiding in my garage with door closed. Because I'm hiding from my 2-year-old son. He's a daddy boy, as you know. You've seen him over the webcam. And dear Lee and her beautiful sister, who's joined us for New Year's, are out in the yard doing laundry. Laundry's done by hand here. And I help a lot of times, but I have to make Dearly let me help because it's part of their culture. And again, I'm going to be called a sexist pig for this from ladies back home, but they don't let guys help them with laundry or anything like that. Anyway, my son Danielle is out there with him, so I've got to hide in the garage with the door shut. Otherwise, we would not be able to talk in peace.
Well, it is what it is. I'll just put it that way. And, I didn't get very much work done. My daughter was home, and she just left 5 hours ago to fly back to school over in Minneapolis. So I'm missing her like crazy already. But when she's home, there's no working. Yeah. It's mom this, mom that, or if I am working, it's because she's on her stuff. So I totally get it. And I'm sorry about the lighting. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm looking at 2 different computers because the third one is over here. So my camera's in front of me, but you are to the left. It's funky. So anyway, I'm happy that you guys had a great holiday, with family and everything. So it's really nice to actually get that. So my family was absolutely crazy. We had my uncle here, my dad, and we had that 30-pound turkey, and some other people. 30 pounds. And I have not yet posted the pictures from it, and I need to get out because again my daughter was here, so I didn't work. And
who knows what that magical 10 pounds of extra turkey weight was? Because we all know turkeys weigh 30 pounds in nature, right?
Yeah, they weigh a lot more in nature.
No, actually, a large adult male turkey weighs about 22 pounds.
You know what? I saw some turkeys over in Colorado Springs, Colorado, in the Rocky Mountains out there that were wild. That were about as big as this turkey was.
Oh, well, okay. And that's a big turkey. I used to hunt turkeys in West Virginia, and a good-sized turkey weighs about 18 or 20 pounds.
Yeah, well, this one was...
they genetically engineer turkeys there in the U.S. that weigh 70, 80 pounds.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. They can't even stand up. They're so big, but they're grown for their meat. So nobody cares if they can stand up or not.
I actually killed this turkey myself.
Yeah?
And
What? Hoo-ah!
Thank you very much. And this thing kicked me. It hurt. But it was a huge turkey, and it came almost all the way to my waist when it stood up. And they're bred on a private farm out here. And I wanted to go through the experience of learning how to kill my own turkey because I'm thinking about having my own chickens for free range and all that stuff. I'm getting rural out here. And what was that?
I said good.
Yeah, thank you.
You'll live longer.
We're talking about that in a series coming up. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, so I killed it myself, and this thing was much, much bigger than that 30 pounds when it started. It was a fighter, and I'm so glad I did not catch it, because I sent the guys to go catch it. Because I'm like, I'm not going in there to go get that turkey. He is hiding out in his room. He is not coming out. I mean, they have a huge pen that they had them all rounded up into, and this had gone in behind the corner, and it was like, I'm not coming out. It was like the biggest turkey in there, and I'm not doing it. So the guys went and got it. Huh?
I said, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I went in with them because they said I had to go in if I'm going to kill it. And this thing was, it was like, yo, what's up? You're in my world now. So, but anyway, long story short, it made it to the table. My husband fried it up. And even after it was fried, and he had taken the legs off and the wings off, because when you fry a turkey this big, they don't cook at the same speed on the legs and stuff.
Right.
Tons of meat. The guests that came over as well, everybody ate like kings. And I still had, even after giving the guests turkey to take home with them, made sure my dad had some for the plane ride, made sure my uncle had some for the drive. Still had enough to fill my fridge. And by the way, I still have another turkey still sitting in there.
Wow.
So,
well, you're going to get your turkey groove on for January and then probably not eat it again until December.
Darn Skippy.
Yeah. Hey, Nicole, I have a question for you.
I didn't do it.
You are somebody that did something very amazing and very interesting over the holidays with a certain National Football League stadium with a certain celebrity there in the U.S. that knows presidents, former presidents. And have you talked about that yet?
No, I haven't.
While you're waiting on me?
No, I didn't even touch that.
Why don't you tell us about that?
That was an amazing experience. I got to go out. For those of you guys who haven't read the page, I went to the Military Bowl this year. I got invited to go so I could interview the all-veteran parachute team. Every single one of the members of that team has served in the military and actually was a Golden Knights member. And one of the guys, CJ, who's actually going to do an interview on this show, he's deployed 8 times.
Holy cow.
He's Army. 8 times. Now, for those of you who don't know about the Army, it's not a 2-week or 6 months. It's a full year or longer on deployment. And this guy's amazing. But again, every single member was amazing. But anyway, being there on the field.
And where were you?
We
what
were
field?
the RFK Stadium in D.C.
Here in Washington, D.C.?
Yep. And they had ESPN, and there's a whole bunch of other TV networks and all this other stuff rushing to get in. And I actually had my camera, and I got to rush in and push them out of the way. It was really kind of cool. And they had some really awesome equipment I was jealous about. But got to meet...
You'll get there.
I'll get there, that's right. Thank you so much. There was these Medal of Honor winners that were there. I say winners, and I shouldn't have said that. They have received the medal. They have received the Medal of Honor, and they earned it. There is a distinction to me.
Exactly.
They earned
They
it.
never competed for it. It wasn't their goal. They received it because they served honorably, courageously, and did what they needed to do.
Exactly. And one of them was a Korean War vet. And you guys can go onto the Facebook page, the PTSD Retreat Facebook page, and go to the photos. You'll actually see these pictures because I actually got some good pictures of those guys. But getting to shake their hand was the best part of the whole day. And just tell them thank you so much for walking in the footsteps first that I follow in. You know, and I honor those guys, and I look up to them because they served with honor. But that's a personal thing, but it was just an amazing day. And here I am taking pictures of all these great people, the teams, and well, actually, forget the teams because I didn't remember about the teams until it was almost like halfway because we were up in the VIP box thing. You can tell I'm like I don't go to football games. So I was in the box and we had this view right behind the goal posts and um, my daughter called the two teams the Cardinals and then the Knights because we didn't know who the teams were. So this is how bad it is. But we did get pictures.
It was a college bowl game, is that right?
Yeah, it's college ball. It was Patriot Guards and the Falcons.
Oh, really? Well, there must have been like a little Division III teams or something.
You're talking.
What was the name of the bowl?
The Military Bowl, put on by Northrop Grumman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Was I right on the name?
Yeah, it was put on by Northrop Grumman.
It was a Patriot Guards and the Falcons or something like that?
Army against an opponent from the Atlantic Coast Conference, pending bowl eligibility. Oh, this article's from...
Yeah, and by the way, the Army was not there. So, what was... The two teams were two college teams, and they gave them all... This is what's really... I found this really interesting. It's a military bowl.
San Jose State was one of the teams.
Okay, that must have been the SJ. The other one was PG. So.
Yeah, my net works slow when we're on Skype because remember I'm in a third world nation and stuff isn't as fast here as it is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like San Jose State played somebody. Cool. Wish I would have seen that game.
Listen to this.
Bowling Green? There's Bowling Green and San Jose State.
PG and SJ. One had a bird and the other one had a
BG, B as in boy, Bravo.
P as in Papa. Papa Golf. But anyway, Northrop Grumman gave every single player, not the military that were in the stands, but every player, a new iPad.
Really?
Yes. And one of them lost his that day. But I was a little shocked by that because it's the military bowl.
Do any of us really believe that Northrop Grumman and any other major defense contractor cares anything about the people in the military? Or do they care about the contracts that are awarded by the military and the money they receive as such?
Yeah, but you know what? It's a military bowl.
TVs? Is it the military personnel sitting in the stand, or is it the players on the field that the people are there to watch anyway?
You know what? I just think that was a great PR opportunity that was missed.
Well, I mean, they'll draw in the military folks to draw in the patriots and those who really do support us, but I don't want to go too far off on that issue.
I'll leave that alone. But it was really cool being on the field. And then what was even cooler was actually to see how the all-veteran parachute team actually operated pre-game, during, and after. You know, they were supposed to parachute and skydive into the stadium, which I learned was a really difficult skydive. And now we do have an interview that I have recorded, but we're having some sound fun with that one. So I will put that out as soon as we get the audio recordings cleared up.
Problems this time that you and I had last time.
No. Different. The good news is it recorded. The bad news is it recorded every sound known to man.
Yeah.
So it was just the opposite end of the spectrum.
You could barely hear my bathroom breaks.
Let's put it this way: it would have heard every droplet.
Oh wow!
We'll leave it at that. So yeah, it was an interesting experience, and gosh, we're already at the end of the segment. But I'll quickly tell you, it was a marvelous experience, and you guys can. I'll be actually going down to North Carolina to actually go see them do their stuff. I may even get to do a skydive, and I'm hoping I can actually.
Have you ever done that before?
No, I haven't.
I'm airborne, and jumping out of airplanes is one of the most amazing things I've ever done in my life. And I would suggest that if they offer to you to do that, by all means, take them up on that offer, no matter how scared you are.
Oh, I told him that he might want to think twice because my answer is going to always be yes. So,
Good.
and also, the really cool thing about them is they actually take wounded warriors, veterans, etc., who have been suffering with PTSD. They actually take them up for a free skydive. They fly them in, treat them like kings and queens, and give them VIP treatment the entire time they're down there, and they take them skydiving.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it's all free for the veterans.
More than Northrop Grumman giving iPods to football players at a military game, huh?
All right. You need to do the praying and ask to be sent to live with the pygmies for a little while, because I thought we were behaving.
Okay, you're right. I'm going to have to open this garage door and go back out there with the pygmies, huh?
I'm not going there. Oh, if you saw my face right now. So, but,
all those people back in America listen to this. Sorry, people. We pointed out on the show before that political correctness does not exist here in Asia, and I've been here so long that sometimes I've forgotten to think before I speak. That was not meant to be offensive to any pygmy people. People under 5 feet tall. Okay. Whatever today's definition of pygmy is.
We're going to go down with...
I learned from Nicole that when I left America, I had PTSD. Now that I've been over here long enough, I found they've relabeled that label, and I now just have PTS or something like that. I don't know.
Depending on where you're located. Sometimes it's PTSI. So...
Oh, another label for my ism. Wonderful.
Yeah, I know you're so excited.
Like alphabet soup.
So, well, you guys, we're going to actually close up this segment, and we're going to move to the second segment, so we'll be right back. This is Nicole Johnson starring Kevin Lake with the Tuesday night broadcast, and this is the PTSD Retreat Radio Talk Show.